Phenixx fans, I'm David Sanders and welcome once again to World of Warcraft. In this episode of the guide, we're going to see what happens when we hit level 10 and perhaps travel across the sea to a new continent to see what there is to see. So let's log in and get to the show, shall we? Okay, so we're in the inn in Dolinar where we left off last episode. We have 2 quests. I think we're gonna go to this one first. So off we go. Just make sure I don't have anything to sell. No, we're good. All right. And off we go. Okay, we're almost to our quest objective. We're being attacked by a very rude Nightsaber, so we're going to kill it, skin it, and make it into pants eventually. For that is what it deserves. And we're just gonna kill things until the quest is done, I guess.
Target.
Okay, that's 1 of 7 dead. Soon to be 2 of 7. He's spinning. He's a spinny boy. Now he's dead. He spun too hard. Alright, let's kill this one too, just because he's in the way. That's 5 of 7 dead. Wait. There's a human hunter here. How'd he get here? Yeah, I guess I'll show you. In due time. Alright, that's him taken care of. That's that one. Now we just have to kill this last mystic and we're done here. There we are. And let's kill a couple more dudes just for the heck of it.
Target.
Especially this Nightsaber so that I can skin it. Alright. So now we're going back to Dolinar. May as well turn in that quest while we're there.
I don't have a target.
We're gonna have to kill a lot of dudes to get through here. But that's just fine with me. At least they drop cloth, which is, in some cases, useful for a hunter. Look at this druid jumping all around the place. Ridiculous. Ooh, hey, an unskinned beast. 2 unskinned beasts, in fact. This cannot stand. If they don't skin them, they leave them for me. Oh, here comes another one. Wonder what it's like for my tamed nightsaber to have to kill its own kind at my command. Traumatic, I'd bet. But, moving on. Kill this spider too. May as well kill its friend as well. Hiya. Pew. And there's another lightsaber up there. I will shoot it. There we go. Ooh, it dropped a cloak. A green cloak, in fact. Oh, I haven't explained item quality yet, have I? That reminds me. So, all of my non-heirloom items, i.e. my bracers, gloves, belt, and boots, are white quality, which means, you know, standard. The upgrade for that is uncommon, green. Above that is rare, blue. Then above rare is epic, aka purple. Above purple is orange, legendary. And then there's light blue, heirloom. Heirloom items do not take durability damage no matter what happens to you, so you'll never have to have them repaired, which is very nice. And as you can see, we hit level 10 while I was speaking, so I didn't really get to make my point. But now, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss what happens when you hit level 10, for I'm sure you're quite curious. You can see we've got a quest here that says Learn to Ride, so now we can learn to ride mounts. If we go to a riding trainer, which this quest points out a specific one, near our location, I presume. Oh, it's in Darnassus, okay. We can get back there pretty easily. And then we can also see that we haven't picked a class specialization. Remember how I said in the spellbook in episode 1 that when we hit level 10, these 3 tabs of the spellbook will unlock. So for a hunter, we have 3 specializations, as is the case with all classes except druids and demon hunters. Druids have 4 and demon hunters have 2. All other classes, as I said, have 3. We have Beast Mastery, who is a master of the wild who can tame a wide variety of beasts to assist in combat. We have Marksmanship, which I'm probably going to pick. A Master Sharpshooter who excels in bringing down enemies from afar. And Survival, which is the melee specialization of the Hunter class. An Adaptive Ranger who favors using explosives, animal venom, and coordinated attacks with their bonded beasts. So we can switch between the 3 of these at any time, at will, for no cost, except for all of our focus, which will regenerate as quickly as it can. That's the case for switching specializations in any class. You lose all of your secondary resource. So caster classes would lose their mana, rogues would lose their energy, warriors would lose their rage, hunters or shaman would lose their maelstrom and their mana, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and activate Marksmanship. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put Feed Pet up here, Freezing Trap up here, and Call Pet 2, we can get rid of that. So, let's have a look at our new abilities, shall we? We've got Aim Shot. So we'll put that like right there. And then our Mastery, which can be increased by gear with bonuses to the Mastery stat. In the case of Marksmanship Hunters specifically, our Mastery is called Sniper Training, and as you can see, it increases the range of all our ranged abilities by 5.0%, and damage of all abilities is increased by 11.2%. So, that's cool. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go do this other quest, then head to Darnassus to learn to ride, if we can afford it. which we should be able to. So I'm going to just cut this out until we get to our quest destination. Our questination, if you will. Oh, there's a quest up here. I wonder what that is. Let's find out, shall we? What would you ask of me? Slay 8 Gnarlpine ambushers. You got it? Can do. Okay, we have discovered the cleft. So where's the Crimson Chin? I wonder how many of you are going to get that joke.
I need to get close.
Slain. Alright, let's just go ahead and track that quest in our quest log. So these guys should be all around this area, so we should have no difficulty finding them and killing them. Birds. Well, freed druids of the Talon, that is, but still. Looks like someone's been here before us. Okay. So we'll just go hunting for ambushers. Okay, looks like Ursal the Mauler is back up. He's respawned. At least that's what my minimap is telling me. Yep, there he is. Won't even see it coming. Pew. Oh, I didn't get off the steady shot, whatever. Okay, that takes care of that. Now we just gotta find 6 more ambushers. Which I thought would be much more numerous than they currently are proving to be. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's a bunch of them over here, okay. Casting Steady Shot reminds me that, just in case you don't know, some spells and abilities can be cast while moving, and while casting other spells. So, for instance, if I were a fire mage, I would be able to cast Fire Blast at the same time I cast a Pyroblast, for example, and I could do so while moving because Fire Blast is an instant cast spell. But Steady Shot, in my case, can just be cast while moving in general. But not while... actually... No, not while using other abilities. Okay. Just thought I'd check.
I need a target.
Alright, let's see where we are. Okay. So let's go turn in this quest, then we'll head this way to Darnassus to learn to ride, and from there we will purchase a flight back to Dolinar.
I'm out of range. It is too far away.
Alright, so we have returned to the person who gave us the quest to kill the ambushers.
Greetings. Elune.
And that's that done. So now we will head this way towards Darnassus so that we can learn to ride mounts. Yay. Alright, we have reached Darnassus. Now let's go ahead and find this riding trainer in here somewhere. Where is he? He's by the Cenarian Enclave. Okay. Ooh, what's this quest? Tides of War. Alright. That is how you start the Battle for Azeroth expansion, provided you weren't forced to quest through it if you're a new player, because how that works is, as I said in episode 1, you're forced to go through Exile's Reach to get to level 10, and then you accept the Tides of War quest to begin Battle for Azeroth content, where you will then quest until you hit level 50, at which point you can begin Shadowlands content. But if you're not a new player, I'll show you how to not have to do Battle for Azeroth content if you don't want to. But that may have to wait until next episode, depending on time constraints, but we'll do what we can in the time that we have. There's a quest in here, too. What's this about? Oh, it's a cooking quest. Okay. So if you see a blue exclamation mark over the head of a quest giver, that means it's a daily quest or otherwise repeatable quest. So you can do this quest multiple times and get multiple versions of its reward from it. I'm not going to do this quest because I don't really have the time. But just know that daily and repeatable quests do exist. A lot of them will provide you with useful reputation with the faction for which the daily quests are affiliated. Alright, here's the riding trainer. So we talk to him, we turn in the quest, and then we have him teach us. 90 silver. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pay that. And we get the achievement Giddy Up, which allows us to ride rare mounts. So let me show you how that works. I have a bunch of mounts, because I've been playing for a while. So there's rare and epic mounts. This brown horse, for example, is a rare ground mount. It can go no faster than increasing your movement speed by 60% on the ground. Obviously, it cannot fly. When I hit level 20, I'll be able to ride epic mounts, which I can ride those anyway, but they won't be able to go their full speed until I hit level 20 and get the upgraded riding training. So for instance, this Champion's Treadblade can double your movement speed, so 100% bonus movement speed on the ground when you have the requirements in terms of level and riding skill. And then at level 30, you can ride flying mounts like this one. Well, you probably can't get this one anymore because it was an anniversary event reward for a couple of years ago, so it's probably not in the game anymore. But if I were to show you, say, this Emerald Hippogriff, that's the... oh no, that's a recruiter friend reward. Okay, so here's a Griffin. You can buy those from mount vendors. These are flying mounts, obviously, but you need to be level 30 and have the appropriate mount training and riding skill to fly. When it comes to flying, you can, for 250 gold, you can pay a vendor to teach you how to fly in the Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, basically every expansion except Legion, Warlords of Draenor, and Battle for Azeroth. So that's 250 gold to fly everywhere except those 3 expansions. Then for a further 250 gold, you can learn to fly in Legion. And for a final 250 gold, for a total of 750, you can unlock the right to fly in Warlords of Draenor content. The only thing you'll need, aside from the gold, obviously, is a very complex achievement called Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder, which has 2 parts to it, in order to be able to fly in Battle for Azeroth. So let me press Y to bring up the achievement menu, and search Pathfinder. So here's Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder Part 1. So you need to do all of this to get Part 1 of Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder, obviously. Lore Master of Kul Tiras means you've done all the story quests in Kul Tiras. Azerothian Diplomat means you've increased your reputation with the necessary factions to at least revered. Battle for Azeroth Explorer means you've explored all the unknown locations in Kul Tiras and Zandalar. Wide World of Quests. Complete 100 different world quests in Kul Tiras and Zandalar. You unlock world quests as soon as you complete certain requirements. You used to have to be max level to do them, but I don't think so anymore. And Ready for War, you have to complete the war campaign of Kul Tiras and Zandalar. You'll see what that is when you start Battle for Azeroth content. And then for completing Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder Part 1, as you can see down here, you get increased mount speed in Kul Tiras and Zandalar, but you still cannot fly. You get that for completing Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder Part 2. You need Revered with the Rustbolt Resistance and the Waveblade and Koan factions on the Alliance. You need to explore the zone called Nazjatar. You need to complete all the achievements in Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder Part 1, and you need to explore the zone called Mechagon. And if you do all of that, which is completely, well, it's a pain in the buttocks, to be honest with you, if you don't have a friend who has Battle for Azeroth flying, and a 2-person flying mount, which are increasingly difficult to come by. It's a pain in the buttocks, but it's worth it, in my opinion. So that's how that all works. Oh, near every riding trainer, you will find a mount vendor, just so you know. Gonna go ahead and sell some stuff while I'm here, because it's taking up room in my bags, and I need that space. I don't use mana, so I can sell the drinks. Okay. So now that we're in Darnassus, we're going to mount up. So you press Shift P to access your mounts menu, your pet journal, your toy box, your heirlooms, and the appearances you have for Transmogrification, which I'll show you what that is when we get to Stormwind City. Where's my... I can't fly yet, obviously, so I'm just going to go ahead and mount my Stormpike Battle Charger, which is... How did I get this again? Right, reputation and points with Hillsbrad Foothills. So now I can move 60% faster as long as I'm mounted, which is very nice. And we're going to buy ourselves a flight back to Dalinar, so we can turn in that last quest, and then the world really opens up to us, folks. Remember where this portal is, this purple thing right here, because we will need that soon, TM.
Goddess bless you.
One flight to Dalinar, please, and off we go. Okay, we have returned. So we're gonna walk into the inn, turn in this quest.
How may I help? Bashar Felar.
Alright, that's that done. We're gonna sell some stuff while we're here. Like that item we just got, because we don't need it. Don't need to repair our gear either. Can I upgrade any of my gear? Should I bother? What the heck, I'll get gloves and boots. And then we sell the items we just unequipped.
Good luck, friend.
Let's see what this quest over here is about.
Peace be with you.
Nah, I'm good.
May the stars
All right,
guide you.
so now we're going to fly back to Darnassus, and I'll show you how to get around to other continents in case you don't want to continue down this quest line, which I don't, because I'm doing a guide here, and I want to show you as much as I can. So, one flight to Darnassus later, I will see you momentarily. And we're back. So, remember how a minute ago I told you to remember where this portal is because we'd be needing it soon? So, we're gonna need it now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk under this tree, and this is Ruththeron Village, or Ruththeron, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But we're gonna grab this flight path, just so we can get back here if we need to. And then we're gonna head to these docks down here. Oh yeah, I can mount now. And what will happen next is eventually a boat will show up that will... Oh, actually, there are no boats anymore. I forgot about that. So there's a portal down here that will take us to Stormwind City, which is the capital city of humans and the Alliance in general. So I'll see you in a minute once we've crossed to the other side, as it were. And welcome to the Wizard's Sanctum of Stormwind City. This is where you will find portals to all of the major expansions once you've chosen which path you wish to take. So here's a portal to the Alliance's base in Warlords of Draenor content. Here's a portal to Legion content. Here's a portal to Kultiris. There are more portals in here. I think they're just down here. Hang on. Yeah, here we go. So here's a portal to Northrend Dalaran, which there are two versions of Dalaran. It's complicated. We'll go through it. Here's a portal to Mists of Pandaria. Here's a portal to the Exodar to get back to Kalimdor. Here's a portal to Shatrath City, which is Burning Crusade content. And finally, here's a portal to the Caverns of Time, which I do not know why that's here. Maybe it takes you to Cataclysm content for all I know, but it's there if you need it. So now that we've explored the Wizard's Sanctum, let's explore the rest of Stormwind City, shall we? Okay, so just so you know, the Wizard's Sanctum is located in this tower in the Mage Quarter of Stormwind City. So let me open my map. So it's right here. You can see it on the map. It's even marked Stormwind Portal Room. But what we're here for, among other things, is the Dwarven District. For now. But let's explore a bit before we make a beeline for our next destination, shall we? So in the capital cities of both factions and most hub areas, you'll find a vendor who sells the service known as Transmogrification. What that will do is, well, let's just go visit the vendor and I'll show you. Basically, it allows you to change the look of your armor so that it resembles other armor. If that doesn't make sense, you'll see what I mean shortly, I'm sure. So this is the Trade District. Actually, while we're here, this is the Barber Shop. Most capital cities have these. I'm not sure if Darnassus does, but Stormwind definitely does, because here we are standing outside of it, obviously. What you can do here is, if I dismount, you can sit in one of these chairs and change your character's appearance. So if you don't like how your character came out during creation, you can change pretty much everything about that, including, but not limited to, your character's gender. That's right. You can switch between male and female at will at a barbershop for in-game money. You no longer have to pay Blizzard real money for that. So I'm going to go ahead and add one of those. Why not? And then, yeah, get some Night Elf tattoos going. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I think I like how that looks. Yeah, Yeah, this will do. So we're going to go ahead and pay the barber to finalize the changes. And we get the shave and a haircut achievement for using a barber shop. So here is where the Stormwind Flightmaster and Faction Quartermaster are located. Down here. So here's the Quartermaster, and then up these stairs and into this room, the Griffin Roost. Here you will find the Riding Trainer, who can also train in flying. The Griffin Master, so let's go ahead and talk to him. And the Griffin Keeper, the Flying Mount Vendor. So I think we're done here for now. Right, we were on our way to the Transmogrification vendor, but I got distracted by the barber shop. So where are we headed? We're headed to the canals outside of Cathedral Square, okay? Actually, I'm getting distracted again, I know, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this store. And I'm sure you do. I'm going to go ahead and buy a shirt, which is entirely cosmetic, but I like to have one because I'm weird. And that'll help me demonstrate the transmogrification process as well. So we're almost to the vendor. We don't want to go into Cathedral Square, we just want to go to the canals around it. That dude's riding a zebra. Good for him. So basically, if you don't have a certain mount, which I'll discuss in a second, if you see this thing, whatever the heck it is, outside of a building or vendor shop, this is a transmogrification and void storage system. Void storage is where you can store items that are soulbound, i.e. cannot be traded to anyone else, like gear and bags that you've already equipped and thus cannot sell on the auction house. But transmogrification is what we're here for now. So what we can do is if I click on my helmet here, you can see all the appearances I've unlocked for male helmets. We can make them look pretty much however we want, provided we've unlocked the appearance that we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this hood on. And then you can also, at a transmogrification vendor, hide your helmet, shoulders, cloak. You can hide pretty much everything at transmogrification vendors now, actually. If you don't want it to be seen, it doesn't cost anything to hide items. So what am I going to do about my shoulders? Put those on. Oh, I can't afford that. Lame. So what I'm going to do is see how much it costs to transmog this shirt. Still expensive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finalize this transaction, even though it'll cost me most of my money. You can see here that my hands, waist, feet, and wrist cannot be transmogrified. This is because of their item quality. Only uncommon items and up can be transmogrified. Common and gray items cannot. So just so you know. This mount right here is the Grand Expedition Yak. In fact, I have one of those, so let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. If you go to Kunlai Summit in Pandaria and pay a vendor 120,000 gold, you can get one of these beasts, which, as you can see, has a repair-capable vendor on one side of it and a transmogrification vendor on the other. So you can repair your gear, sell your items, and transmog your gear from anywhere so long as you have this mount. You can also evict the passengers from this mount, I believe. If not that mount, then there's definitely another one you can do that with, to allow up to 2 friends to ride on your mount with you. So if they don't have mounts or the same speed mounts that you have, they can just ride along with you. So, what else were we here for? I'm gonna go ahead and head to the Dwarven District, and I'll show you something really cool once we get there. Oh, but first, I'm gonna go ahead and head to the Trade District. Never mind. I forget that there's an inn in the Dwarven District we can use, but I'm gonna set my Hearthstone to there so that I don't accidentally Hearthstone back to Kalimdor, because that would be inconvenient. So we're gonna go through the canals to, what is this? This is the Dwarven District, okay. We've just been through Cathedral Square. So here we are in the Dwarven District. This is where you'll find the mining, blacksmithing, and engineering trainers in Stormwind. Here is this the inn? If I dismount, I'll find out. This is not the inn. Okay, good to know. I think the inn's over here by the bank and stuff. So there's an inn here, the Golden Keg. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the innkeeper there real quick.
Talk to me.
Don't mind if I do. Thanks. Okay, so now our Hearthstone is set to Stormwind. Here is the Dwarven District auction house. Stormwind has two, one in the Trade District, one in here. So I showed you how auction houses worked earlier. Same with banks, but Stormwind also has two banks. Again, one in the Dwarven District, one in the Trade District. Just to point that out to you. Here is the Hero's Call board, which will give you direction if you're not sure where to quest. And that's half the reason we're here. So, Chromie's Call is an important quest, which I'll show you why that is in a minute. So we're going to go ahead and accept this quest. This Hero's Herald right here is how you start the Tides of War quest in Stormwind, which, as aforementioned, is how you begin Battle for Azeroth content. But we are not going to do that. We're going to go to the Stormwind Embassy in just past the Dwarven District, which is down here. This Stormwind Embassy that I'll show you in a second is also where you go to start and finish the quest lines to unlock those allied races that I mentioned in episode 1, provided you've met the reputation, achievement, and story progress requirements to unlock them. So you just go in here, you talk to some NPCs, they'll send you on your way to do a bunch of stuff and unlock an allied race, whichever you have decided to focus on for now. But over here is the main event. This is Chromie, aka Chronormu, a member of the Bronze Dragonflight, as you can see below her name. The Bronze Dragonflight, for those of you who don't know, is in charge of the Sands of Time as far as Azeroth is concerned. So Chromie here can send you back in time to the events of any previous expansion that you might want to quest through, provided you're at least level 10 and aren't forced to go through Battle for Azeroth content. You only have to do that once, and then you can talk to Chromie. So Cataclysm will take you through Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor leveling zones if you want to stick with that. And then you'll obviously get to Cataclysm content when you get to the appropriate level. Portal to Outland will take you to the Burning Crusade content. Fall of the Lich King will take you to Wrath of the Lich King content in Northrend. Wilds of Pandaria will take you to Mists of Pandaria. The Iron Horde will take you to Warlords of Draenor content, and the Legion Invasion will take you to the Broken Isles. We're not going to select a timeline yet, because I have more to show you. So we're going to go back to the Dwarven District. And I'll show you a couple of really cool things once we're there. So we've already set our Hearthstone to the Golden Keg here. Oh, by the way, this mount you can't get anymore, but I'm still going to mention it anyway. This was a Battle for Azeroth exclusive mount. the Caravan Brutosaur, which I don't have because when it was available, it cost 5 million gold. That's a lot of WoW tokens right there. But what it does is similar to the Grand Expedition Yak. It has a repair-capable vendor on one side and a new addition, an auctioneer, on the other. This is really useful if you're in a hub area that does not have an auction house, which actually most of them don't, honestly. And you're not an engineer, so you can't use the robotic auction house that most cities have that don't have a regular auction house, like Dalaran, for example. This tube that we're standing in is the Deep Run Tram. So we're going to go ahead and go down here. Looks like a dungeon entrance, I know. You can't even mount in here. And we're just in time. So this tram... Oh, the tram left. Damn. This tram will provide free and expedient travel between the cities of Stormwind and Ironforge. You can fly between the two via Flightmaster, but I find that that takes much more time than just using the Deep Run Tram, and you have to pay for the flight. So, we're gonna just wait right here until the tram shows back up. Then we will head to Ironforge, for I have something to show you there as well. Okay, our ride on the Deep Run Tram is now complete. And we are in the Ironforge portion of the tram, so let's go ahead and head up here to the exit of the tram area. And welcome to Ironforge, the capital city of the dwarves and former capital city of the gnomes, until they reclaimed their home city of Gnomragon. So the reason I brought us to Ironforge is simple. Now I'm going to show you where and how to unlock heirlooms. So you go over here to the Hall of Explorers. And you find... where is he? He's down here. You find this NPC, Crom Stoutarm, the heirloom curator. You speak to him. And these are all the heirlooms that he sells. So, let me go through that a little slower. You got your shields, your trinkets, your necklaces, weapons for various classes, more weapons, chest pieces, bows, shoulder pieces, chest pieces, cloaks, that sort of thing. And note that heirloom curators in Ironforge and the Horde equivalent is in Undercity do not sell all available heirlooms. They don't sell the rings, which you have to get from Warlords of Draenor content, and more specifically naval missions. They don't sell certain heirlooms that you have to get from guild vendors, provided that your guild has unlocked them through achievements. And they also sell upgrades for various amounts of gold, so if you were to buy, say, this prized Beastmaster's Mantle, it would go up to a certain level, but if you bought one of these ancient heirloom armor casings, that would increase its power level up to where you could use it to level 35, and then you'd have to upgrade it again with one of these time-worn heirloom armor casings, which as you can see are twice the price, but increases the power to level 40. But these only work on heirlooms that have been upgraded at least once, so you'd have to upgrade it with this first, then this to get it to level 45, then this to 50. You can do the same for weapons with these scabbards to get to 35, time-worn scabbards to get to 40, weathered to get to 45, battle-hardened to get to 50. These maps down here for 10,000 gold each will teach you all the Alliance flight points around the Eastern Kingdoms on this one, and Kalimdor on this one. If you buy one faction's equivalent, so if I bought both maps on the Alliance, if I didn't already own them, I would automatically get the Horde equivalent as well for free, and vice versa. So as I said, I already own these, I just haven't used them yet. They would be found in your toy menu, so Shift P, and then Toy Box, Surviving Kalimdor and the Azeroth campaign. Or no, Surviving Kalimdor and To Modernize the Provisioning of Azeroth. The Azeroth campaign and Walking Kalimdor with the Earth Mother are Horde equivalents. As you can see, they say Horde only in bright red text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use these. You can use them infinitely. Every character on your account has access to them from level 1. And the final thing I want to mention about heirlooms is, remember that motorcycle mount we saw earlier? The one with the transporter on it? That, in the Alliance's case, is called the... where is it? Chauffeured Mechgineer's Chopper. Here it is. So you can use this from level 1, unless you're a Pandaren. It lets you move at the same speed as a 60% mount, rare mount. And you get it by getting the Heirloom or Hoarder achievement, which requires you to purchase, but not necessarily upgrade, a total of 35 different heirlooms. So you're going to be spending some gold for this one, but I'd say it's worth it. So let me go ahead and mount this, just so you can see what it looks like. The Horde has an equivalent in the form of the Chauffeured Mechano Hog. It's the exact same thing, it's just red. And the transporter is an orc rather than a human. But once you purchase your 35th heirloom item, you will get this. You will get the key to this mount in the mail. You need simply open the letter, put it in your inventory, and right-click on the key to unlock the mount permanently on both factions. I hope that makes sense, because I can't exactly show you the process. So that covers heirlooms and the deep run tram and everything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Great Forge, which is Ironforge's, which is where Ironforge's Flightmaster is located, as well as the Great Forge and the mining and blacksmithing trainers. And as I'm sure you remember, the faction quartermasters are right near the Flightmaster. So here we've got the Ironforge quartermaster. Down here we've got the Gnomeregan quartermaster, and here's the Flightmaster. So I'm going to end this episode here, but when we return, we will be in Stormwind. And I don't know if I'm going to continue on this character yet. I might just get to level 15 on a different character and show you what happens when you hit level 15 and go from there. I haven't decided yet, but I'll figure that out before next episode, obviously. So as I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. For now, you've been watching Phenixx Gaming. My name is once again David Sanders. Thank you immensely for your viewership, and always remember, this channel would be nothing without the continued support of our friends and fans just like you. Thank you again for watching, and if not before, I'll see you next week.